Welcome to OreoOlives.com. You know, Oreo olives don't mix, but the abstract thought of putting those two words together has enlightened me to create a channel to discuss various topics. On today's video, I want to kind of go over a video that I had looked partially online, and it was talking about how people were coming from different countries over here to the US. They have their first take of Southern food, for example, ribs, chicken, and stuff like that. And they're basically using knives and forks to eat that kind of stuff. Now, if you're not definitely from the South, definitely not from the US, you might not know this, but if you are coming to the South, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, those places like that, and you are getting ribs in the US, do not use a knife and fork. I can definitely say that in Europe, people use a lot of knives and forks. For example, in Germany, they use knife and fork whenever they are eating the food, basically to cut and then to use the fork to put the food into your mouth. In the South here, people, if you're coming from Germany over here, and I can attest to this because I have family members that do this, but when they come here, they want to use knife and fork on a lot of food, and it's not necessary, especially when you're eating like pizza and things like that. But let's just kind of go ahead and take the first take into this video, and then we'll go ahead and follow with the commentary after.
Whoa. I know you're from where you're from.
We're foreign. What we don't know what we're doing.
Stop with the knife.
No, you don't need a knife?
No, you pull it apart with your hand. And listen, hold up. And you take your fingers and you lift that up and you eat it.
Okay.
Not with a fork.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So when you're eating ribs, like in the South, you're not using a knife and fork with it. So if you're from Europe and you're seeing this video, definitely make sure when you come to the South, you come to the US and you get your hands on some ribs, you got to use your hands. Your hands going to have barbecue sauce all on them. That's okay. You're not going to get put out. That's just the way that it's done here.
Okay, sorry.
Enjoy holding your food and eating it like that.
I
It's
do.
okay
I
here to
love
do it.
eating with
Okay.
hands. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay. No.
I'm sorry I let it get that far.
No.
That's fine.
Honestly, completely.
We're not used to meat being soft enough to just rip it apart without a knife.
Okay.
I mean, that's not...
Now, a lot of times people have steak and stuff like that. And of course, a lot of people may use a knife initially to cut the steak up. But ribs and stuff like that, nah. You gotta use
That's
your
not
hand.
normal. Mate, cheers.
Cheers.
The best ribs in America. Oh. My.
Now, I can tell you this for sure. Like, I've traveled to a lot of places across the world, and barbecue is not like it is here in the US. Like the US, especially down here in the deep South, barbecue is better than it is anywhere in the world. You're not going to find barbecue no better than what it is here in the South, hands down. I don't care where you go. You can go to Rene's Barbecue in Stuttgart, Germany. It's not going to be the same. You're not going to have the same seasonings. You're not going to have the same type of things. You're not going to have that same flavor, not that same vibe. It's going to be a little bit different here.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, what?
It is the most succulent meat with the most beautiful
I'm surprised dude's shirt don't got a barbecue sauce all on it.
glaze.
Can you see how cleanly that's come off the bone? You see that? I'm sorry, I completely lost for words.
Now, I have been out and about and actually, had dinner with a couple of friends and stuff that were from the UK. I had some friends that live over there, and just dining with them was definitely an interesting experience because the way that we dine, like here, and the way that they dine there, even though the food's a little bit different. For example, in the UK, they'll say like fish and chips. And initially, when I went over there, I knew when they said fish, okay, I'm thinking, okay, fish is what we normally have here, which is, okay. But then when they started talking about chips, I'm thinking they're gonna have potato chips or something like that, but they call chips fries in the UK. So it was a little bit different use of words of how we use them here in the US and how they use them over there, overseas and everything. But it's definitely something that we should definitely pay attention to. And that's why it's so important, people, for you to be cultured, to teach your kids culture and stuff like that, and you actually getting out of your comfort zone. So if you're from the US, never been overseas to one of these countries like Germany or France, Italy or Scotland, or any of those places like that, you definitely should consider it, and try to venture outside of your comfort zone. And if you live overseas in one of the countries, happen to be watching this video, definitely visit the US. Pick out a couple cities that you think would be cool. Definitely try some foods that you don't normally or wouldn't normally eat back home in your home country. Try them here in the US, and then just see how they are. And that is what makes the world go round, people, is everybody getting an opportunity to expound their taste buds into different cultural types of foods, trying foods outside of your comfort zone that you normally wasn't raised with in your household. And so I'm definitely a very, very big person in terms of traveling and getting out of the norm, because it is very important not only to your mind but also make the world a better place and the people around you. So people definitely like, listen, subscribe to the channel OreoOlive.com. Look forward to bringing more content to you all soon.